Alright, let's complete the task 6. It says deploy an ASP.NET web application to web apps. So in the last video, we created our backend API. Now we are going to deploy a ASP.NET application. Okay. So for that, we need to go to File menu, open folders, and then in the File Explorer window, browse to here. So if you guys remember in the very first video, we downloaded the Git repository. So we need to go to this particular folder. Okay, and then in the Explore panel of VS Code window, so what I will do is we'll first go and start the VS Code. Okay, now we need to go to the path lab01 starter API. Okay, controller. So I'll go back to the VS Code, file, open folder, and I'll just put the path here. So in the controllers, select folder. Okay, so here is image controller.cs. Now let's go to the task. Okay, it says controller, select the image controller.cs file. Open this one. Okay, this is how our code looks like. Now it says in the editor, in the image controller class, on the line 26, observe the get cloud blob container method and the code used to retrieve a container. Okay, so if we go here at the line number 26, so 26 is this one. So here we have a method which will retrieve the blob container from the cloud. Okay, and in the image controller class, line 36, observe the get method and the code used to retrieve all blobs asynchronously from the images container. Okay, so now if you see this particular method, get cloud blob container, so this guy will fetch the, here in the get method, it will keep on fetching all the blobs stored in this particular container. Okay, now in the images controller class, line 55, observe the post method and the code used to persist and upload image to storage. So in the next method, we whatever you will upload, that will be, it will upload image to our container basically, right? So basically this one is to fetch the container, and here we are retrieving the data like whatever we have in the container, and this particular method is to upload blob data to the container. Okay, now on the task bar, select Windows terminal. Okay, so now we need to go and open the Azure CLI. So if I want, I can simply go and open the Azure CLI from here itself. Let me just open a new terminal. Okay, what it says, you type Azure login. Okay, let me just type here Azure login. Let me just make it big for you guys. So it should open a browser. Okay, it's here. Now what is next? When you type Azure login, it will ask you to log into your Azure account. Okay, perfect. So let's go. So I already have my ID. I just need to put my password. It says you have logged into Microsoft Azure. Okay, perfect. Now let's see. Okay, now here you can see you have logged in, and here is my user ID. Okay, here is my tenant ID. Perfect. Let's go and see what is next. Now it says at the command prompt, enter the following command. So you need to type this command here, as add web app list and then resource group. Type this one. Okay, so let's go here and type as add web app. Okay, it's one word, list dash G is resource group, so group name is managed platform. So what this particular command do is it will fetch all the web applications which are there in this particular resource group. Okay, now here you see you have got the response. Now we need to enter the following command. That what this guy is doing is, like, if you see here we have got so many things. Now we'll just look for our backend API, image API. Okay, so we'll make use of same command, but apart from that I will add this thing, will query. So I'll just fetch, paste this one, hit enter. Now let's see the difference. Now here you will just get only one record, image API. So this is for your, okay, let's see what is next. Now enter the following command and then select enter or enter only the image of the single API that has the image API prefix. Okay. So again, we need to modify this string, search string. So let me just explain this particular string here. What is happening that we are listing all the web applications which are there in this particular resource group managed platform, and then from the output we are querying, we are looking for all the APIs which is starts with image API. Okay, now we'll just need to update this one. Now we are just going to fetch the API name and it should display the output in the TSV, tab separated views. Hit enter. So here is our web application name, image API, okay Azure. Okay. Now it says that enter the following command and fetch to read only name of your single app. Okay. Now next is enter the following command and then select enter to change the current directory of the files to starter API directory. Okay. So what I will do is currently if you see we are inside the container. So I'll just go back. So we'll be here in the APIs. That is what this wants us to do. Okay. Now we need to enter this particular following command to deploy our code. Okay. So this is the command and it's really very important to understand this particular command here. We need this command to deploy the ASP.NET applications to our cloud. So the command is Azure Web App deployment source config zip. So basically our source file is zip file. Resource group name, this one. Source is api.zip dash name, and here we need to enter the application name. Okay. So now let me just show you something here. Let me just first copy this particular command. I'll copy from here and I will update this command. I just need the application name. Enter, oh, something went wrong. So I'll just make it correct. Deployment AZZip and the name. I'll just type here image API. Okay, AZURE application name. Deployment. Hit enter. So this will do the deployment for us. Starting zip deployment. So this is the very important thing. So you must understand this particular syntax here. Azure Web App deployment means we are deploying the application. Source is a zip file, resource group name, src is api.zip name, and here is the your application name. Now if you go and look for your, so here is your api.zip, that is what you are going to deploy. So now it's done. Let's go and see what is next task. So wait for the deployment to complete. It is done. Now in the Azure portal, go to your resource group, go to your managed platform. Inside your resource group, select this one. Look for the image API and click on the browse. Okay, perfect. Now let's go here. So I'll just close this one, everything. I'll go to resource group here. I'll look for managed platform here. I'll look for the image API. Okay, it's here. And we have to click on browse. So here is browse. Okay, so here is our backend API. So basically, if you guys remember, this is how it was initially, and now we have deployed code to our backend API. So this is returning a JSON. So basically, this is returning the data which is there in our storage account. So there is only one image, grilled cheese. Here it is. Browse, done. Perform get request. You will see the data. Okay, now it says that close your current running VS Code terminal. Now we need to build a front end web application. So I'll simply exit out of this one because we don't need this one anymore. So we'll build the front end web application. Okay. So we'll build the front end web application in the next video.